What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking. If this is your first time here, I try to make videos on how to maximize your lifestyle independent of income. So last night I became one of over 200,000 people that have put a reservation down on the new Tesla Cybertruck. Honestly, it wasn't much of a commitment. It was $100 down, completely refundable if I changed my mind at any time. Honestly, there's nothing to lose. So I'm sure that's why there's so many people that reserve. So in this video, I'll go over the reason why I might not keep my reservation. And then I'll go over all the reasons why I actually might keep my reservation. So first, why I might not keep my reservation. So I don't think you guys know this about me. I've never said this in any one of my videos. So I work in sales. I sell air conditioning to contractors in the South Florida market. With this position, they give me a car. For the last 8 years, it's been a Ford Fusion. My next car I'll get is a Chevy Malibu. Not the best cars, 1.5 liter engines, really slow, but it gets the job done. The best thing about it is I don't pay for anything. I don't pay for the car, I don't pay for gas, I don't pay for maintenance, I don't pay for insurance. Basically, they take care of me on my transportation. So any car that I buy really is not really a waste of money, but I don't really need to be spending it. All right, now that we've gotten all the practical stuff out of the way, let's talk about all the reasons why I would love to keep this car. First and foremost, I'm a car guy. I love cars. While I'm not complaining that I get free cars, it pains me that I drive these 4-cylinder automatic transmission sedans that are no fun at all. On my wish list of cars, one day I'd love to own a GT3. I think that is the epitome of a sports car. I wouldn't buy them new, but even used, it's highly impractical. Slightly lower down on the list, definitely that GTR. But we'll get into my wish list in just a second. Back to the Cybertruck. One of the main reasons why I might actually keep this is actually one of the best Teslas out there. If we dive down into the different models and we look at the price, the range of the vehicle, and the 0 to 60 acceleration, you see if we compare the Roadster and the Model S and the Model 3, the Model Y, and the Cybertruck really makes a lot of sense. Let's dive down into it. Let's start with the Roadster. The Roadster's gorgeous. I think we can immediately scratch that one off because it's $250,000. Kind of the same deal for the Model S. It's anywhere between $80,000 and $100,000. So really the quote-unquote practical Teslas come down to the Model 3, the Model Y, and the Cybertruck. If we look at the different versions, the Model 3 and the Cybertruck both start around $40,000. They both have the same range, 250 miles. The Cybertruck, with the single motor option, has a 0 to 60 time of 6.5 seconds versus the Model 3, 5.3 seconds. What's interesting is the middle tier Model 3 really lines up well with the dual motor Cybertruck, coming in around $50,000, 300 mile range, 0 to 60 time in about 4.5 seconds. If you compare the body style of the Model 3 and the Cybertruck, there's really no comparison. The Cybertruck wins the cool points all day long. And then just to throw it in there, the Model Y is more expensive, less range, and slower than the Cybertruck. The 2-motor option is actually the one that I put my reservation on. I would love to have the 3-motor option at $70,000, but at $70,000, we're kind of getting into a used GTR range. So here it is again. Look how cool this thing looks. Just to recap, I went with the dual motor option, all-wheel drive, 10,000 pound towing capacity, 0 to 60 in less than 4.5 seconds. I did add the full self-driving mode for $7,000. So again, roughly $57,000 for the dual motor Cybertruck. I just want to quickly talk about a couple alternatives in this price range. The first one would be a used 2016 BMW M3. A little bit less than that $57,000 price, 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. Definitely has that cool factor. If I were to get this one, I would definitely find a manual transmission, so it would be extremely fun to drive. The next car I've looked at before is the Cadillac CTS Spec V. These things just look badass. It's a 4-door Z06. Also one of the few cars now that come in manual transmission, so it'd be extremely fun to drive. If we scroll down, we can see that these go a little bit faster, 0 to 60, than the Tesla in 3.8 seconds. And then the final contender in this price range would be the Porsche Cayman. The base model is about the same price range, and the 0 to 60 time is also in the same range at 4.9 seconds. So even with these very strong contenders, I still think the Tesla is the best option, and here's why. I'm not knocking those contenders. I've dreamed about these cars. I've researched them for many, many years. I would love to own any one of these. I think they'd be a lot of fun to drive around. I think they're so cool. Honestly, I think I still would go with the Tesla. The main reason for that is because of that self-driving option. So probably once a month or once every 5 weeks, I make the drive from Miami to Jacksonville. It's about a 5 to 6 hour drive, and it is so tedious. Even with my free car that I talked about, I still look at flights just to save the driving time. If I were to get this Tesla, I would basically have a chauffeur up there. I know it's not there yet. The technology isn't quite there yet, but I think in a couple years it'll get a lot better. And even if I've got to put my hand on the wheel every once in a while, I'm good with that. So that's definitely the main reason I would actually pick this one over the other three. And there's other reasons too. The cool factor. I think you can't deny the cool factor of this Tesla. It doesn't look like anything else that's on the road. And I know, yes, there's 200,000 reservations. It's not going to meet that many on the road. You're still going to stand out. You're still going to be very unique, and you're still going to have a badass truck. Badass truck that doesn't use any gas, right? So let's talk about the cost of ownership. No gas, very, very little maintenance. I've seen charts that show the maintenance is just a few $100s a year. Insurance is a big one, especially down here in Miami. Any one of those three cars, easily $300 or $400 a month just in insurance. As you may or may not know, Tesla is coming out with their own insurance plan. In California, they're saving Tesla owners about 20%. I would be interested to see if that plan came out to Miami and how much we would save by using it. I really haven't even talked about one of the best features of Teslas. Teslas are actually one of the safest cars in the world. Over Volvo, over Subaru, over anything. The way in which they do that just basically is because there's no engine. Also, a lot of Teslas have glass roofs. Intuitively, you might think that that's more dangerous, but the glass roof serves to absorb the impact, which your standard sheet metal roof does not do. And then finally, just for me, since I've got a free car to use primarily, I don't think I would mind renting out a Tesla on Turo. There's no clutch for somebody to screw up. I think the demographic of the people that might want to rent it is just people that want to have that cool factor, that want to try it out. They're not looking to burn your tires out or burn your clutch out or take it to the track or anything like that. From my brief research, about $150 a day for a Model 3. And if we're talking about a $50,000 or $60,000 truck, my payments would be about $1,000 or so a month. So honestly, I would only have to rent it out a few days a week to break even. And I'm perfectly comfortable doing that, especially if you factor in that there's very little maintenance costs on these things. Guys, I hope you liked the video. Just wanted to put together some thoughts about this new Tesla Cybertruck. Please let me know what you think. If there's something you think I missed, please comment down below. And as always, if you like this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I try to make videos weekly on how to maximize your lifestyle independent of income. Thanks so much for watching. Hey guys, I just want to end this video by going in and adding some bonus content. I did some research in making this video and I found some cool information on why the models are named what they're named. And then finally, I just want to leave some cool pictures that I found. Enjoy.